Have you ever walked into a room and felt every pair of eyes judging you before you even spoke? Have you ever been laughed at, not because of what you did, but simply because of who you are or the color of your skin? Today's story will move you to tears and leave you inspired. It's a story of humiliation turned into triumph, and how one Black woman taught a room full of doubters the true meaning of grace, strength, and power. Before we dive in, what would you do if people mocked you in public just because of your skin? Tell me in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Skin Deep Stories, where we share real, emotional stories that touch the soul. It was a bright Monday morning in Chicago. The sky was painted in gold, but inside the glass tower of Arden & Co., the air was thick with tension. A high-profile business pitch was about to begin, the kind that could change a company's future. Everyone was seated in the elegant conference hall, whispering, waiting for the special guest speaker. Then, the elevator doors opened, and Naomi Fields walked in, a tall, confident Black woman in her late 30s, wearing a simple black suit and a warm smile. But as she walked toward the stage, the whispers turned into quiet laughter. One woman leaned over and whispered to another, "Is she lost? Maybe she's catering." A man at the corner chuckled, "No way, she's the guest speaker." The invitation said Dr. Fields, not Miss Fields. Naomi heard them, every word, but she kept walking. Chin up, shoulders squared, she didn't let the pain show. She reached the podium, set down her notes, and began, "Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Naomi Fields, and I'm here to show you how to save your company from collapse." The room fell silent. The same people who laughed moments ago suddenly shifted in their seats. Naomi began her presentation, precisely, powerful, passionate. She broke down numbers like poetry, shared ideas that no one had considered, and told stories of resilience from her own life stories that tied back to innovation, leadership, and humanity. Every slide was more impactful than the last. By the time she finished, even the CEO, who had barely looked up from his phone at the start, was now leaning forward, completely focused. But just when she was about to close, a young executive named Tyler raised his hand. He smirked and said, "Dr. Fields, impressive talk. But let us be honest, you can't expect people like us to understand your kind of struggle, right?" The room went silent again. Some smirked. Some looked down in embarrassment. Naomi smiled softly. "You're right," she said. "You probably can't understand, but let me tell you something." She stepped away from the podium. "When I was your age, I applied for a job in this same building. I was turned away not because I wasn't qualified, but because the manager said my hair looked unprofessional." A few people gasped. Naomi continued, "That rejection didn't break me. It built me. I went back to school, got my PhD in business, and built my own company. And today, my company owns this building." The entire room froze. Even Tyler's smirk disappeared. You could hear a pin drop. Naomi turned toward the CEO, smiled gently, and said, "Thank you for hosting me. I just wanted to see what it felt like to walk into my own building and be underestimated again." As Naomi walked out, no one laughed anymore. They stood, they clapped, some even cried. Later that day, a young woman, an intern named Elena, ran after her. "Dr. Fields," she said, out of breath, I just wanted to thank you. I'm the only Black woman in this company. I was planning to quit today because I felt invisible. But you made me stay." Naomi smiled and handed her a small card. It read, "When they underestimate you, surprise them with excellence." Elena looked up, and in that moment, she didn't just see a successful woman. She saw herself. What did you think of Naomi's story? Have you ever been judged or underestimated because of your color, accent, or background? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love reading your stories. And if this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Skin Deep Stories for more emotional, inspiring tales that reveal the power of identity, courage, and kindness.